If you want to know the length of a string in Python, it's simple. Just write len hello and you're done. But in assembly, there's no shortcut. Let's see how we can find a string length in ARM assembly. Before we continue, here's something important to know. In assembly, every string is stored with a special character at the end. It's called the null character. This helps us in calculating the length. We'll keep counting the characters until we find this null character. Here's the loop, the heart of the program. We load the address of string in register x1 and start a count 0 in register x2. If you haven't already, please watch the video on LDR instructions because we'll be using post indexing here. Using this instruction, the processor gets the first character. Then, it checks to see if it's a null character. It is not, right? So, it increments the count and moves to the next character. Now, using this instruction, it will bring the second character and store it in register x3. It checks to see if it is 0. It continues this process going through one character at a time. Once it hits that null character, it stops this loop and prints the count. Let us try to run this code and see if this works. When I compile it and run it, it gives me the length of that string. Now, let's say you want to read a string from the user and calculate its length. Please make sure you watch the video on how to use scanf in ARM assembly before you continue. I'm using this prompt to ask for user input. Make sure you're using this type of input. The reason is scanf usually does not read if you have a space in a user input. So using this, you're telling the processor to read the user input until you see a new line character or the user presses that enter. With this, the user input is stored in the variable the input. Now, you can use the same code we used before to calculate the string length. I hope this video helped you. See you all next time. Bye bye.